We're officially kicking off this AI series. I'm going to be posting 2 short tutorials every single week for a month. Those AI tutorials are meant to help you save time and understand how you can use AI, whatever platform you're using, and help you get ahead in your business. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can build a custom GPT or a project in Claude. Whatever AI tool you're using, it doesn't make a difference. I'm going to show you those 2 tools because they're the ones that I use the most. But if it's something else, they're going to be really useful as well. The reason why the first video I'm recording is about how to create a custom GPT or project in Claude is very simple. Imagine you hire a new assistant, and imagine that every single day you have a new assistant. It's never the same. Every single day you're going to need to give him or her context about your business, about your clients, about your expectations, about the role and what they're supposed to be doing for you. But if you have instead one assistant that you give context to once, and then every single day they remember what they're supposed to be doing for you and the context of your business and what you do with clients, it's much better because they have that knowledge that you give them once and then you don't need to repeat yourself. It's the same thing for projects in Claude and custom GPTs. You give that context once, and then every time you work on a new task, they're going to know exactly what to do based on the information that you gave them on that first day. Now that you have the context about why this video is important, let's get onto the laptop and get this done in just a few minutes. What I want you to do is open your ChatGPT and you're going to click here on Explore GPTs. We're going to click on prompt, and what's going to come up, the first one, prompt engineer, you're going to click on this and you're going to start a new chat. Before building a custom GPT, I want to make sure that the prompt is as good as it can get. So we're going to build a prompt from scratch. Now we're going to tell it that we want to build an SOP custom GPT. So we're going to say, I want to build a custom GPT for writing SOPs for my business from messy notes, Loom video transcripts, and other formats. From this, it will have to create a clear SOP using the template provided. So I have a template for this. All right, so I had 2 resources. I uploaded 2 PDFs for this, and I'm going to tell it I will not provide the files, so include relevant information in the prompt. You can I would absolutely recommend that you have files actually instead of PDFs. What works better is to have them in markdown format, because it's just going to be easier for AI to go through a markdown format rather than a PDF that has also design information, different fonts, etc. So markdown is definitely the go-to file type. But in this case, because this SOP builder, I'm actually going to do another video this week talking about it. I'm just going to provide that prompt for you that you can use. So I don't want to add files, but you can absolutely, and you should have files that will explain what you want to do. And now it's giving me an example prompt that I can share with the when I create the custom GPT. And actually, I'm going to tell it, I should have done that before, send this in markdown format so that I can copy it easily. And now it's sending me the prompt that I'm going to use to build my custom GPT. So now I have my prompt. I'm going to go into GPTs again, explore GPT. Now I'm going to click on create, and then here in this window, I'm going to paste my prompt. And this is how you create your own custom GPT. It will suggest a name for you, so you can choose whatever name and whatever profile picture you want for that GPT. And the last thing I'm going to do is that I only want one prompt on this window. I do not want so many different prompts. So I'm going to say just one prompt. If you look at the prompt, it's going to say, okay, act as an operations manager and SOP specialist for a growing business. Your task is to transform unstructured input into a clear, professional, and scalable SOP. It's going to give it the format, the responsibilities, what it should do or not do, the standard, like the language that it should use. And then based on the file that I shared, it's going to tell it exactly the structure of the SOP that it should give it. So it's not random. It's actually based on a structure that I created. And then you hit create and that's it. So if you are using Claude instead, I'm going to reuse that prompt I created with ChatGPT, but you can create it with Claude as well in a chat. I'm going to go into Claude now and I'm going to go into projects. I believe for the projects, you need to be paying for Claude. So if you are using Claude on a regular basis, it's a business expense. You should absolutely invest in Claude because it's amazing. It can do so many things for you. But if you cannot do projects, then it's not going to be as good. So I would definitely invest in that. So you're going to create a new project and you can call it SOP Builder. What are you trying to achieve? Create SOPs for my business. Create project. And then you're going to add instructions. So as I said, it's better you could even decide that you're going to use that prompt and copy paste it in a document. You're going to save it as a markdown format, and then you're going to upload the file. In this case, I'm just going to add it to the instructions. Here you go. I copied the prompt, removing that it's for GPT, and then I'm going to save the instructions. And your project now in Claude knows what it's supposed to be doing. It knows the structure of the SOP that you want. And every time instead of hitting new chat, you're going to go into projects. You're going to choose the SOP builder, and then you're going to upload whatever messy notes or Loom video transcripts you have. I'm going to show you in the next video that's coming up this week. So stay tuned. But this is essentially how you can build a custom GPT or project in Claude for any given task. So each project or each custom GPT is doing one specific thing for you. It knows what it's supposed to be doing for you, and it's going to follow the same structure every single time. So you don't have to give it more context. So stay tuned for the next video that's coming up this week.